A pair of bills that promise penalties for those who insult the nation and its officials or post fake news online have been signed by Russian President Vladimir Putin. Yulia Shapovalova explains.
On Monday, Russian President Vladimir Putin signed into law two bills previously passed by the two chambers of the Russian parliament. The first one concerns what the government considers to be fake news. The document introduces a ban on the publication of false information that threatens life, health, affects public order and safety, or impedes the work of life-supporting facilities, infrastructure, finance and so on. Fines for spreading false information will vary. Individuals, officials and businesses will face penalties of about $4,500, $9,000 or $15,000 respectively. The other law prohibits the spreading of information that offends human dignity and public morality, as well as the Russian state, its authorities or its symbols. The document allows for the restriction or removal of such online content. Now, the Attorney General or their deputies will be able to demand that access to portals publishing insulting content is restricted. Punishment for disrespectful posts could entail a fine of up to 100,000 rubles, that's about $1,500. Repeat offences involve a bigger fine or administrative arrest for up to 15 days. It's led many people to joke that from now on, talking about those in power is like talking about the dead. Speak well of them or say nothing. Even the Federation Council's chair, Valentina Matviyenko, commented on the reaction of some Russians to the new laws, calling those people the most talented, creative and smartest, and quoted them as saying, if you criticize those in power, you will fall under the law of disrespect or authorities. If you praise those in power, you fall under the law of fake news. Some very high-spirited journalists have request to the State Duma, the lower house of parliament, asking the deputies whether the Easter statement that Christ has risen is fake news or not. Jokes aside, some bloggers and journalists call the laws a blow to freedom of speech. They say since the wording of the laws is quite vague, it's not clear what information will be considered false. But the authorities keep saying that no one will limit the critics, but the criticism should become civilized without gross, obscene insults. So how will these laws work and how effective will they be? It's not yet clear, but representatives of the media, especially independent media and bloggers in Russia, are on high alert. Yulia Shapovalova, RT.
Hey YouTube, thanks for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed this last video. We have a ton more great content just like this for you. So if you want more, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. And remember, never stop questioning more.